So this is for expanding brackets, what we're about to do here, and this is part of chapter 7 point something. Well done on the specificity. 7.2. Lovely. So when you're expanding brackets, whatever's at the front of the bracket you want to go and multiply in. I like to go and use a little arrow like these. And of course, if you already know how to work these out, then obviously my explanation will not be as necessary. But here we go. So what we do is 2 times x is going to be 2x. 2 times positive 3. Remember, the little sign in front of the 3 also indicates whether or not your answer is going to be positive or negative. So this is positive 6. There we go. So that's expanding the brackets here. For our next little friend over here, what we'll need to do is again, same principle, get my lovely arrows going here, try to keep up my consistency with lovely arrows. I like to put the little time symbol there so you remember what the arrows meant. It's not like you're trying to give it directions or anything like that. So, we've got here 2x squared times by 2x. Way I would work out this would be doing everything in an order. So I would multiply the numbers first, and then I would multiply the letters. So what is 2 times 2?
28.
Well, I'm so glad the Smart Alec Award is being presented at the back of the room there. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then so x squared times x.
X cubed.
Yeah, there we go. And then 2x squared multiplied by negative 3 is going to be what?
Negative 6 squared.
6x squared. Okay, so there we are. So 4x cubed minus 6x squared is how we go and expand that. So now we need to work out when I've got 2 sets of brackets. So again, what you'll need to do, this is referred to as FOIL. First, outer, inner, left, that. I hate acronyms. Acronyms tend to be like, people start using them as buzzwords. We need, by the PM, we need to get the ASOP, by ASAP to the thing. No, just follow the arrows. I don't need acronyms. You'll notice here I'm also color coding these as well. This could be useful. Alrighty. Listening thanks. I don't want the YouTube video to have just be a super cut of me saying listening thanks. Alright. X times x will get you x squared. X times negative 4 is going to be what?
Negative 12. What?
X times negative 4.
Negative 4x.
Yes.
Sorry, I was ahead of you. It's fine.
That's okay. Always welcome to be ahead of me.
There is a negative 12 in there. Right?
There is. Spoiler alert. Positive 3 times by x is positive 3x. Positive 3 times by negative... Oi. It's hard enough having Tootie McToot next door. I don't need to be shouting over people as well. Come on.
Negative 12.
Yay. There it is.
There it is.
Negative simplify.
Let's simplify, so we need to collect some like terms. Miss Hartwick, get us home. What's negative 4x plus 3x?
Negative x.
Negative x minus 12. That it is. Not only as you can hope, but it is correct. Okay, so that is the basic principles of expanding brackets. Now, the friend on the right here. Now, the reason I chose this one is because the x's and things are all in different orders, so I thought this would be useful, and we've got some negatives. So again, gonna put one little arrow, multiply, and then we're going to go and do this multiplying here and that multiplying there. So we get a 3.
I know the answer.
Oh, fabulous. What's 3 multiplied by 7?
21.
That it is. Excellent. 3 times by negative x.
Negative 3x.
Negative 2x times by 7.
Oh yeah, I messed that up.
That's okay. Well, you can help us out now.
14x.
It is negative 14x. And negative 2x times by negative x.
Yeah, plus 2x.
It'd be positive 2x squared, because the negative and the negative would make a positive. That is a classic derp. Please make sure when you're multiplying these friends that you remember the signs at the front. So, tidy it up. So, negative 3x minus 14x, what have I got?
Negative 17x.
Boom. And then we've got a plus 2x squared. There we go. So, I wanted to do that example primarily because I wanted to make sure that you saw that some negatives in action. When you're doing the expanding of 3 brackets, it doesn't matter, or 2 brackets and an additional thing at the front. It doesn't really matter which way you go about doing it. All I would suggest is that you tackle 2 at a time. So what I would like to do here is I'm just going to go and I probably will just separate these friends. I'm going to start by expanding the bracket first. And I put what I would refer to here as my square brackets. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to expand these lovelies first. So there we go. And I'll multiply this here and this there. So multiply, 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 multiply. So 3 times x would get me what? 3x. 3 times negative 3?
-9.
9. Negative x times by x? And negative x times by negative 3?
Positive 3x.
That it is, positive 3x. And we've got this negative 2x there. Now I'm just going to tidy up the inside of my little square brackets. And we get 3x minus 9 minus x squared plus 3x. So 3x plus 3x is going to be?
6x. Wait, where did you get the x squared from?
Because negative x times by x.
Sad.
Oh, no, it's all right. Well, it's all right. You feel free to embrace the sadness. But now the important thing is the joy of finding where you went wrong.
Oh yeah, the alarm's going off.
Excellent. The alarm's going off. Fantastic. That will help me incredibly. Minus 9 minus x squared. And then what we'll need to do is expand these friends. And then, so now that I've tidied up the inside, I just multiply everything by what's the outside. So negative 12x squared, negative 2 times by negative 2x times by negative 9. It's going to make that positive 18x. Negative 2x times by negative x squared is going to be positive 2x cubed. And there is our answer. Now looking at this other example here, so making sure you're paying attention up here, is again, I would start by doing 2 brackets. It doesn't matter which ones you choose. Personally, I would probably, I don't know which one I might choose. I might just go with the first 2 brackets. Why not? I can do that. So I'm going to multiply these first, and then boop, and like that. And then I get 2x times by x is 2x squared. 2x times positive 1 is positive 2x. Negative 1 times by negative 1 times by x is negative x. Negative 1 times by positive 1 will make that negative 1. And we'll get our lovely friend, making sure we don't forget them. So, we just tidy up the inside of this bracket. So 2x squared, so 2x minus x. So if I've got positive 2x and I take away an x, what do I have left?
An x.
Just an x. Minus 1. And now I'm just going to expand this. And you'll notice here that there's also a third item here.
So if you go by Memorial, you do. Yeah, okay.
So it doesn't really matter the order, as long as each thing in here gets multiplied by each thing in there.
Could you do it the other way around?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all. Yeah, totally fine which way you want to do. If the bracket was at the front, it would do the same thing.
Okay, cool.
So I'm just going to multiply these. So 2x squared times by x. What is 2x squared times by x?
2x cubed.
That is 2x cubed. 2x squared times by negative 4. Yep. Positive x times by x. Positive x squared. Positive x times by negative 4. Negative 4x. Negative 1 times by x. Negative 1 times by negative 4. Positive 4. So we better tidy this up. Is there any other cubes in here? No, so that can stay at the front. Negative 8x squared plus x squared, what would that be? Negative 4x minus x. plus 4. There we go. So that should be everything you need to worry about 7.2.